want you to take a couple of minutes and tell us about your book. This is a great opportunity to let us know.
It's called the Mu Rhythm Bluff, and it's about an autistic individual. You've heard the saying, lucky at cards, unlucky at love, or lucky at love, unlucky at cards. My protagonist is lucky at neither. He does very poorly with women. He loves to play poker, but he almost always loses and gets into some trouble with gambling debts. But then he hears about this this experimental treatment for autism, but instead of mitigating his autism, it turns him into an expert poker player because it interacts on something called mirror neurons, which are neurons that respond to the same neuron that when you move your hand, if you see somebody else moving your hand, the same neuron fires when they see that. And there's been some research showing that those are dysfunctional in autism, and they also have a type of brainwave called a Mu rhythm, which takes place in an area of the brain where mirror neurons are located. And in typical people, if these rhythms become suppressed if they wave their hand, and if they see somebody else waving their hand, and they become suppressed in an autistic person who waves their hand. If an autistic person sees somebody else waving their hand, these rhythms don't become suppressed. So the character undergoes what's called neurofeedback to try to control, to learn to suppress his Mu rhythms, and also he undergoes a treatment called transcranial magnetic stimulation, where they stimulate the brain magnetically, but instead it turns him into an expert poker player because he has enhanced mirror neuron capabilities. So he has an enhanced ability to perceive other people's intentions, and this turns him into an expert poker player. But then when he connects with a woman, he seems to lose his card playing abilities. But then when the woman doesn't work out, they seem to come back, and it deals with these sort of adventures. That's the gist of it.
It sounds fascinating. I can't wait to read it. It's available on an ebook.
Yeah, and it's like a print-on-demand paperback. You can only get it from Amazon. It was self-published.
Okay, we have some more questions that have come in, but again, the name of the book.
The Mu Rhythm Bluff, Mu Rhythm Bluff. It's sort of a esoteric, arcane title for people who haven't studied that stuff.
Well, I knew about the mirror neurons. Yeah. I've heard about that in some of the studies, and it's something that we got my son a Wii because of the mirror neuron studies. But I didn't know about the Mu rhythm, so I can't wait to read it.